Neil Foreman, so good to see you again. How
Neil
are you?
Winnington. I'm great, thanks. And yourself?
I'm all right. It's 24 years it must be, or if not more.
A lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we came and did 2 features on kits and cruising.
That was it with Richard.
Richard Hammond,
Yeah, bless him.
And yeah, he's not done bad.
He's done okay for a young reporter.
Yes, he's not done bad. But yeah, so back then it was the P4, and we are with a P4.
Yeah,
This
is the last one, chassis number 54. We sold the project to Dunlop in Coventry 10 or 12 years ago, but we kept the last one that was on the jig, and here it is. It's a long-term project, as you can see, way off being finished, but other things take priority with CBS, and this is kind of a fill-in job.
Well, that perfectly brings us to the reason for me visiting, because when I was here, the P4 was still in full swing.
Yep.
And Car Builder Solutions was just starting
in its infancy. With we started with just 3 products, and one of our first kitcar magazine advertisements was just a little tiny box with our 3 products in it.
Do you remember what the first 3 were?
First 3 products, it was our little wiring module, and I think it was the little plastic cockpit ventilators, and it may well have been an air conditioning unit that we sourced for the P4s initially. But now we have 10 or 15 choices of air conditioning units, still doing the wiring module, which is one of our most popular products, and hundreds, if not thousands, of other ventilation and wiring mechanical products. Not only for kit cars, for basically anything with an engine. We sell a lot of stuff for classic cars, agricultural, marine, aircraft, bikes, pretty much anything that moves on wheels and has got mechanical parts. We sell everything that is universal. We don't do anything specific to a specific vehicle. All of our parts are universal, and we work as replacements for thousands of other parts on pretty much anything.
Now, you haven't changed a bit, so far as I can see.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
But your engineering background, I mean, involves Concorde as well.
Yeah, I served an apprenticeship at Marconi, which is now BAE at Rochester. And at the time, Concorde was in full swing. Nimrod, Jaguar, Hercules, and I was making lots of parts and doing servicing and design, prototypes, machining within Marconi avionics for all those vehicles, gyro systems for missiles, stuff like that. And it was a brilliant, didn't realise it at the time, I was a 16-year-old green kid straight from school, but looking back, what an opportunity to learn about engineering from the very best people. And I'm still using that knowledge now with CBS and with the P4.
Well, and CBS has evolved, as you said, with lots of products, and your son's now taken up the reins.
Yeah, I'm just the odd job boy these days, which suits me. Matthew, my son, is now full 100% owner. We have a staff of 8 or 10, and we're still growing. So he's taken it and moved it and run with it and moved it on. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, I see proud dad there.
Absolutely. Very proud of him.
So let's fill in the gaps from the avionics to the P4. There was a few steps there as well.
Yeah, when I left Marconi after my 4-year apprenticeship, I went to work for a company called Lynx Engineering, which coincidentally was 2 fields away from where I live now. And they made their first car. There was Guy Black was the owner, and there was another guy called Chris Keith Lucas who taught me an awful lot. And they had made a replica D-type Jag, aluminium one,
Yeah.
using E-type
remember
parts. They're still going.
Yeah. They did the Estate Esprit, XJS as well.
XJS Estate version,
I
yeah.
love that.
Yeah. I know Keith Lucas is still around, and he's got a company called CKL, and they do Jag restorations. I spoke to him just the other day, so he's still around after 50 years. And after that, it was just I went to factory engineering. I worked for a couple of companies, telecommunication company and KEF, who make loudspeakers. And it wasn't until I was 40 I came back to the motor industry and built my first P4. A couple of years later, took on the project, and 54 cars later, here we are.
54's a good number for what was an exotic kit.
Yeah, mostly they went out as kits.
Yeah.
And I dare say there's quite a few of them that are still in that condition, still as kits in the back of someone's garage somewhere, unfinished and maybe even unstarted. But there are a good few out there that were finished. We did 3 or 4 V12s, Ferrari V12 and Lamborghini V12 engines. They're still out there. We did the Can-Am version, which is the open top version.
Which Richard rather liked, I remember.
What?
Richard rather liked. He
did. Yes, he did. Yes, he took it out on the Menor Motors, and that was a good car. And I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, this one's moved forward again with the engines, because you've got a Mustang.
Yeah, this is a 1998 quad cam Mustang engine, which Ford overproduced for the 98 Mustang by about 5,000. So they sold these engines off to suppliers around the world, just as
rather nice.
As engine, gearbox, everything on it, alternate, everything on, absolutely exhaust, all the wiring, ECU, everything as a drop-in unit for the Mustang. So we bought one of these for silly money. We threw away the gearbox, sold it, and we put on a Porsche 996 gearbox and made the adapter plate and everything else. Run it upside down, of course. You do want 5 reverse gears and 1 forward gear. It basically is the same as all the other P4s we've made, with our own uprights. This has got wheelwood braking with electronic handbrake. This is the first and only centre change car we ever made.
Yeah, they're all
right hand change in this right hand sill. So we've got a set of emergency.
I see you've got the speakers there.
Yeah.
Set up for the.
Got a bit of comfort and a bit of LBC radio playing.
And the aircon as well.
Aircon, heating, yeah.
Yeah.
These wheels and tyres are just purely just to roll it around on.
Yeah. That's yes.
A little bit narrow.
Yes.
But we've changed the profile of this one as well. The roof, we've lowered the roof profile back down to the original, because of the early Foreman cars had 40mm extra roof height, so that we could open our market up to people taller than 5'8" like me. But because this is now a family heirloom, this car, it's the last one we're ever going to make. There's only me, my son and Matthew and his boy probably ever going to drive it. We brought it back down to the original roof profile. One
request: when it's done, give me a call.
I certainly will. My pleasure.
Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you'd like to help us out by subscribing, by pressing the little bell just below the main screen there, that would really help us out. If you select the all button as well, or the all option, that means you'll be notified every time one of Neil's videos drops onto the channel. We've got big things planned for the channel, so at the moment we've got a monthly frequency in terms of new videos, but we're planning some nice little in-betweenies which are likely to be popping up very soon, so don't miss out on those. So if you subscribe, you'll be advised every time one drops. And also the little like, thumbs up button is very important to us as well, please, because not only does it mean you like it, and if you've watched it this far, I think you might like it, and it doesn't cost you anything, it's free. So if you press the thumbs up button for us, give us a thumbs up, helps our algorithm on the channel. So I don't actually know what that means, but I'm told that's quite important. So if you could do that, I'll be a happy bunny. But thank you very much for watching anyway, and thanks for doing that.